Okay, pals, your streamer's here. Hello, and welcome in. And what is up, gamers? Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you. You're all breathtaking, and I'm very happy to be back. Wouldn't you know it, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I'm so sorry. About time, Sisypha. It is about time. It's pretty much bang on time, as a matter of fact. Please tell me my... Oh, nope. I was trying to switch on my overhead light and it wouldn't switch on, and I realized that's because it wasn't plugged in. Anyways, hello Aoife, how's it going? How are you doing? How's your week been? How's your Thursday? Lovely to see you. Welcome on in. Hi. I wanted to have a little celebration this week because somehow last month in the midst of all of the streaming wackiness, we reached 1,000 followers on this channel, which, like, what? Also, thank you, and also, what? That is not something I imagined happening when I started this little channel. So, very, very grateful to y'all for that. If you can hear rustling noises, it's just what I've got to do today. By which I mean what I have here to do, not what I have to do, as in, like, I'm not obligated to do this. I'm doing it because I wanna. Anyways, so a couple little pieces of housekeeping. First of all, my PNG tuber is back. They're right there. Right there. Having a wonderful time. Hopefully looking okay, question mark. Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay. I'm fine. Dark, hello, welcome in. Dark says, OMG! It's legendary, massively follow Twitch streamer Sammy Kelch. Aw, thank you. Buddy, thank you very much for the congrats. I very much appreciate it. Sen says, my internet is having a bit of a day. That is a mood. I totally commiserate with your internet. But happy 1,000 followers. Thank you, y'all. I really do appreciate it. It is viewers like you that enable me to continue being a menace on the internet, and I'm very, very, very incredibly grateful that I'm allowed to exist in this space. It's awesome. Y'all are so much fun. I have such a good time here, and I really hope that you do too. We'll be doing, so by way of a little bit of housekeeping, we will be doing a giveaway later for something from my shop. I'll ship anywhere that I'm allowed to ship via Royal Mail, which I believe is pretty much everywhere. But if you have literally any doubts, please check first. But yeah, that'll be nice. Hopefully for one lucky follower. First order of business, I have wanted to build this stupid little Lego set for so long. It's so stinking cute. It is not going to take the whole stream unless I spend the whole time chatting, which I might do. Maple, my beloved, says, Sen, hell yeah, I love her. She's so stinking cute. I love her. I love the Animal Crossing Lego. I think it's really, really cute. I don't have any of the other sets yet, but I do potentially maybe have some plans on that front for my household. So, but that's all a secret that I literally brainstormed this afternoon. So shh. That's still all up in the air. So I don't know. Anyways, but yes, this is happening. Hi, Silly, welcome in. Hello. Lovely to see you. And welcome. Hope you're having a beautimous Thursday. Hope you had a good week so far. Silly says, need to lurk, but have fun. And I hope the Legos are tasty. Oh, well, I mean, there's pumpkins, so I'm very excited about that. But thank you for the congrats. I really appreciate it. But yeah. Dark says, ad revenue becomes meaningful when you hit something like 2,500 concurrent viewers. Under that, it's basically an afterthought. It's genuinely an afterthought. It buys... For less than the cost of a cup of coffee a month is what I get from ads. It's like, this means nothing to me, so I just want to do it in the way that is the least obtrusive to people who want to hang out with me. And that basically means that I have a more regimented schedule for my breaks, where I go and, do a couple of yoga poses, switch off the mic, and possibly, sort of take a bio break or whatever. Anyways, Eva says, yeah, that's why they're mandatory, because most streamers would not bother with them if they weren't. Yeah, exactly. If people could switch them off, people would just switch them off. Like, And then like the website wouldn't be able to afford to run. So, you know, it's like I get it. It's annoying, but it's just like a fact of existing on the internet annoyingly. Anywho, this is Maple's Pumpkin Garden, which just looking at it brings me immense amounts of joy. Oh no, so much so that I broke the camera. Oh beans. Oh, cheese pizza. So I'm really excited to build this. I don't think it's going to take too long, so I do have a secondary activity, and the secondary activity involves wielding sharp objects to sketch out and carve a print block, which I'm also very excited about because I haven't done one of those in a really, really long time. I've thought really hard about what I wanted to sketch on it, and I decided I'm just going to do a little, like, lighthouse scene, partly because this is, like, it's smaller than an A7. These print blocks are so teeny tiny that you can't really do anything super detailed on them, but I can do a bit of detail, and it seems like the only thing I ever do on these is landscapes. I want to try doing some birds at some point as well, but today I want to do a little lighthouse. I've got, if we manage to actually finish it, I do have some, no, that's not my paper. Damn, what the hell's my paper? Okay, I had some paper, but I maybe didn't bring it into this room with me, which begs the question of where the nuts it is. So I'll go get that when we're on our next break. Okay, let us very carefully open this bag, because I don't want to rip it because the picture is so heckin' cute, and see if we can build this little set for Maple's Pumpkin Garden. I'm excited. I played Animal Crossing every single day for like a year and a half, and I think I pop on like every few months now to boot around and do stuff. I was doing it somewhat more regularly when my partner restarted his island because he wanted to get back into doing Animal Crossing stuff a little bit more often and was feeling like, I wanna just start from scratch. So he reset his game and restarted his island, and now he's got like a whole new cast of villagers. And he said when he got this whole new cast of villagers that he was going to, if a villager asks to move out, he's not going to be like, no, you can't. Like, he's just going to let people move away if they want to and just deal with it and find someone new. This has not panned out. I think Melba asked to move away and he was like, no. Because he loves Melba because she's delightful. I think possibly Drake asked to move at some point and he was like, no. So you can see this is going extremely, extremely well for him. I think Claudia at one point asked to move out and he said no. So yeah. So much for that. I think possibly, there was like one that I think he was kind of on the fence about, being like, oh, maybe you can move. What was his name? He's like a fancy, he's one of the like fancy boy villagers. And so my moderator / spouse likes giving him the least fancy clothes possible as gifts. He's like, here, have this like ugly sweatshirt, and then Lionel, I think it's Lionel. Don't quote me on that, but I think his name is Lionel. Anyways, he'll put on this like ugly sweatshirt and be like, oh, I've never felt more chic. Thank you, Sledge. It's really cute. Turnip, hello, welcome in. Turnip says, sorry I can't hang out much today, but congrats on your follower milestone. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's very kind and lovely to see you. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, this instruction book, I mean, there are multiple pages, so there will be oh, no, there aren't. It's a fold. It's a fold out. I thought it was a book. Oh my god. And how illustrative are these instructions? I honestly don't know. And I don't know which one we're meant to start. This isn't instructions at all. This is just a picture of Maple. They don't even, I wish they gave you instructions on how to build Maple. I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out, but still, I would like to see how they think I should do it. Okay, so, well, I'll start with the instructions on this side then, and we'll go from there, but let me try and sort Does it give like an inventory of the pieces that you have? It doesn't really. Okay, I'll just try and sort them out in my own way, I guess. Okay, so we've got, first of all, these green, like, base pieces. We have a smaller green base piece. I do try, especially if I'm doing this on the internet where people can see me do it, I try and put things in an organized way so I can find the pieces that I need when I work on them. So we've got these little curved pieces are immensely satisfying to me. I don't know why, I just find that they're a really satisfying shape. I'm going to take a sip of my tea because actually my throat is hurting me quite a bit. So, tea. Oh, did I say earlier that a fly landed in my coffee? How rude, right? Like, so rude. I'm just going to give this a little stir. Sorry. Gonna give this a little stir up. I did add a spoonful of New Zealand clover honey. Because I like this is lemongrass and ginger. Oh my god, that's so comforting. So comforting. Oh my goodness. Gazillion out of 10 recommend. It's actually, the tea itself is called Morning Kick. It's from Bird and Blend Tea, which is a UK based tea company. They do some really nice blends. This one is yummy. It does have yerba mate in it, so if you're sensitive to caffeine, they do have another like lemon and ginger tea that is caffeine free, I believe. But this is the one that I have, so I'm drinking it, and I'm not super concerned about caffeine at this time of day, anyways. Oh, so many precious little bits. We've got some foliage here. Oh, look at it! It's so cute. I don't know, that kind of blends in with the background there, so I'll bring it to your attention. Look at that little foliage! Is that not adorable? Knowing is what I think this is called amongst seasoned Lego builders. I see. I am not what I would call a seasoned Lego builder. I am an occasional hobbyist Lego builder. I feel like most Lego builders are probably in the hobbyist category. Here's this little watering can. Does the spout actually? No, the spout doesn't actually work. It would be cool if the spout worked, but I also don't necessarily want to actually water my Lego. We've got some little sprouts here. Very precious, very cute. I have no idea whether we'll have a lot of like leftover pieces in this set, because sometimes they do give you like leftovers and extras. Oh no. Oh no. I love her little, like, nature-themed jumper. I think that's so cute. And her little leggies. Because, of course, Animal Crossing villagers do not wear trousers. They're too cool for trousers. A little pumpkin here. So cute. And some more. Oh, I've got, what's this? Oh, yep, another piece of foliage. There's a couple little pieces of foliage, so we'll be able to maybe make a nice garden with some assorted bits and blossoms and what have you, which is delightful. Another one of these pieces, and you just dump to make sure I haven't missed anything. That's it! Artrex says, hi, great job on the milestone. I'd say yay 1,000 times, but no one wants that, including me. Aw, thank you very much, Rex. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Maggie, hello. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope y'all are having wonderful Thursdays, and I really appreciate the support and the nice words. You're all wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, should I build some Lego? Should I actually build some Lego? Why am I nervous? I haven't built Lego on stream in quite a wee while, so this build includes this first build includes no steps at all. As aforementioned, it is literally just a photo of Maple. Well, an artist's rendering rather. I don't think that's a photograph of her. I am very intelligent, but I'm gonna see if I can figure out what you're supposed to do with the build. Now, I noticed she's got, like, the mini legs so they don't bend. So she's only ever allowed to stand up or lie down. No sitting for Maple, but you know what? That's okay. I'm sure she's a very active lady, but she also definitely loves taking naps. She can lie she can lie down, you know, sort of on her sofa and just sort of.
Oh hell yeah, Indig_OWO just subscribed. Whoa Legos.
Hell yeah, Legos. Thank you, Indigo. Thank you so much. Here is a thank you from Maple. She says, thank you. Oh, so Nori. So, no, sorry. She says, I shall. That's translated from Animalese. She probably says something more along the lines of. There you go. Anyways, thank you so much for the sub. I very much appreciate it, Indigo. That's really, really sweet. And welcome to Maple's Pumpkin Garden, which is nowhere near done, but also feels seasonally appropriate because it's pumpkin time. Oh no, she's behind the PNG tuber over there. I'll have to put her over here instead. She can hang out here while I'm building the other things. Sitting is overrated, says Maggie. You know, I'm sitting down right now, and honestly, my back hurts really bad. So, I'm honestly kind of inclined to agree. Like, damn, ow. I did foreshadow at the top of the stream, but that I am feeling a little bit under the weather today, unfortunately. Unexpectedly. Oof, ouch. So to that, I apologize if my energy is a little bit, lukewarm, but I will try my best. Okay, we have done the first build of the set, which was literally just, assemble the body parts of Maple into a fully actualized Maple, and she looks pretty happy, so I love that for her. Okay, so I need to take one of my big boy base pieces. I need this little green number, which tucks under here so that we have one, like half of it sticking out the end, and that still sits flush on the floor, which I love. So that's step one. Well, technically step one is literally just that's step one. This step two is attaching this piece. There we go. Ooh, my mom made pumpkin soup today, says Indigo. Hell yeah, I love a pumpkin soup. That sounds very cozy, and I love that for you. Very nice. What am I having dinner for? What am I having for dinner today? I'm having fish and chips. That's right. I'm having fish and chips. Yay! So that'll be nice. Looking forward to that. And sorry, Maple. Yeah. I think tomorrow I'm doing a vegetable stir fry with tofu, which should be good as well. Just a bunch of vegetables, peppers, and bean sprouts, and some red cabbage, and tofu. And even though it's technically for grilled chicken, yakitori sauce, because it's delicious, and it's really good with tofu as well, actually. Even though it's not yakitofu sauce. I think it's really good. Anyways. Oh no, Rex says I'm standing and my legs hurt, but that's because I did too many leg exercises while working today. Ooh, but when your legs have healed, they'll be stronger, and that's good. I need to do more exercise. I've not been doing a lot of exercise lately, or not as much as I feel like I should be, but then, like, I go for a 15-minute walk, and I'm dizzy by the end of it, so I'm doing as much as I can. Maggie says, I'm sitting and my legs hurt because I upped my weights for my leg workouts yesterday. Oh my god, why is everyone doing leg day all at once? That's so much leg days. Oh my gosh. I mean, actually, come to think of it, I did, not last night, but Tuesday night, I think, did some, like, squats. I don't think they had an adverse effect in the morning, so maybe I didn't do enough squats. I like lunges more than squats, but I recognize that they're both important for keeping your legs in good shape. I don't know, lunges just feel better than squats. Squats feel like oof out, and lunges feel like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Anyways. Rex says, "Oh, I just noticed that there's a PNG tuber. Yeah, that's me. Where are they? There's. I'm trying really hard to point at me. There's me. Hello. um, this is what I looked like last Thursday, and I decided to do an artist rendering because I couldn't find a tripod to do like a good photo shoot. Even though the weather was gorgeous, the sun was out, it looked amazing, and I did not have the means to actually get any good photos. I didn't want to take any photos that, you know, sort of like selfies in my neighborhood because I didn't want to dox where I live, so I would have had to go like a distance into like the forest or the countryside to get good pictures anyways. And they would have just been arm sticking out selfies because I didn't have a tripod to hand. I have a tripod now, which is great because that means I can film some YouTube video stuff tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. Fingers crossed I'm feeling up to it because I really don't feel well today. But yeah, anyways. Maggie says, I only have a small amount of weights to work with at home, so nowhere near what I lifted when I regularly went to an actual gym. Oh my goodness, that's so fancy though. Good for you. Rex says, I was bored as my machine ran, and the only thing I could do inconspicuously is squats and calf raises, so I did sets of those as the parts ran. Oh man, I used to have a job where I would spend like I would say about half the day like standing at a countertop, and on those days I would just like when there was nothing to do and there was regularly nothing to do, I would just pace back and forth, and I had like a step counter and I would just count how many steps I could do like in a day. And I would kind of gamify it. I'm like, okay, I want to get another like it has to be a round number. I have to get up to a certain round number kind of thing. And people were like my coworkers were like, you know, you can just wheel that like dolly over there and like then put the things onto it and then just wheel them all over at once instead of carrying them across like one armful at a time. And I was like, I know, but I'm trying to get my steps in, Pam. But yeah. And now I have work where I kind of have to sit down all of the time because I don't have a standing desk, and I really wish that I did. So there you go. Dan says, hello, cozy me up. I shall do my very, very best. Maple indeed also says, which is hi. Anyways, Maple is so I love her little. She's got little pink cheeks, but they're very subtle. They're just like a slightly different shade of. They're a slightly pinker shade of like the brown that her fur is. It's so cute. I love her little fringe. I just love Maple so much. I love her little nature themed outfit. Oh, so precious. I would love to I would wear this jumper if I had it. I've just given myself danger ideas because there's nothing to say I couldn't learn to knit that. Oh no. I like her jumper, says Dan. Me too. I think it's a really, really cute design. Why use the dolly when you get paid by the hour, says Rex. Hell yeah! Might as well get some exercises in and get a little bit stronger while we're at it. Okay. Why don't I actually do step 2 now? This is where we are entirely at risk of just completely stuffing up the entire operation by placing this like one stud sort of too high or too low, but I think it wants me to put this piece here if it yay, it fits. Okay, it wants me to put this piece here, and then I have this little like fence piece because this is our little garden and there's a little fence, which is super cute. I'm gonna take another sippy of my beverage. Oh, that's so nice. And then see what I have to do next. Oh my god, we're already on to the insane foliage situation. So I've got a sprout that I need to... There we go. So the pumpkin has a little stalk. There is a tiny part of me that would want to see whether or not it's at all possible to paint a teeny tiny like jack-o'-lantern face onto this pumpkin. But I'm not sure that's the vibe of this piece. So I shan't. And then we take one of these little baby foliages. Foliages, that's super hard to say. And that goes on there. So I guess that's our little pumpkin patch. We've got one that's like almost fully grown and one that is very much just on its way out of the ground. So that's this segment of it, and I can now it doesn't tell me to do this, but I can conceivably pop Maple on maybe this way. Maybe Maple's like here and she's like watering them. Oh no, that's adorable. Oh look. She's doing her little gardenings. Or maybe I could sort of cheat to the side perhaps, like here. Hold on. Okay. We're getting I'm doing some artistic direction here. If I put the what's it called? Watering can on this Lego rule breaker, says Rex. Shh, no, she's left-handed. She's a witch. Dan, I don't know how to tell you this, but hi. Guess what? I'm also left-handed. If I put her here, then we can kind of see all of the everything that's happening in this little patch. And also, if we sort of go from like this angle, I think this is a good angle to view the thing anyways. This is like the whatever this angle is, you know? I don't know. You know when people do like pixel artworks of like just a really cozy looking room and it's from like this angle? I love those. Those are so good. Oh, you saved her, says Dan. No. You know what? No. I'm just gonna put the watering can here. Being left-handed is fine and normal and good. Isometric, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Rex. Thank you. Okay, so this little scene is all good to go. So I'm gonna set this to one side. I'm gonna actually maybe replace these. I'm just gonna pop this in so you can see the top downiness of it. Now I have absolutely no clue if I've done this in the right order or not, or if I was supposed to do the other piece first. I just don't know. But what I really like about this piece is that it has levels in the same way that landscaping in Animal Crossing has levels. You know, you have like the different sort of elevations and you can build ladders and indeed we have a ladder. You can build ladders and ramps and stairs and that kind of thing to go up to different sort of levels of elevation. And we have that here, which is really exciting because we've got this sort of ground level and then we have the upper floor. If I can figure out how this attaches. Does this go here? Am I looking at this correctly? It's showing me it from a weird angle that makes it look like it's slightly offset, but I don't think it is. Where's the photo? No, that's correct. Okay. Sorry, that took me a second to figure out, but we got there. But yeah, it's like an isometric little scene. I like that. I'll try and take some artful photos of this when it's done, but we'll see. Also keeping an eye on the time because I know that I'm not used to the new ad schedule and I want to make sure that I do get the warning I'm supposed to get in chat when ads are soon to be running. I think I set it to 5 minutes, but I guess we'll find out it looks like about 15, so I'll keep an eye on it and hopefully it works as it should. If it doesn't, I mean, I know, I think to roughly the minute what time it's supposed to run, so if things go wrong, I will be able to see that. Okay, so that's down. Now we are building up our little layers of greenery. So these go here. Now, I will say this does look like, from the perspective of landscaping in Animal Crossing, I will say that this looks like somewhat of a glitched / illegal build, which, oh dear. If you've played Animal Crossing, as you may know, it is very difficult to get the game to allow you to have certain tree placements. Like there's supposed to be a certain area of spaces around a tree for you to put it there. Like you can't, like they're not supposed to be too close to the edges of cliffs, I think, and if there is like a built up landmass, it has to have a certain width in order to plant a tree on it. So I don't know if there is some potential illegality happening here. I guess we'll find out. So I need to put this here, and this is where the ladder is going to connect. And then I have been instructed to put some foliage here. And then we can install the ladder, which goes, I'm going to put it this way because I think it's the more aesthetic side. Oh, beans, that's real cute. It doesn't really connect to anything at the bottom at the moment. It's just sort of like free hanging, but I guess that's fine. It'll be easy enough to kind of climb up, as it were. Here's an isometric view of it, in case you're curious. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. Sen in the chat says some players actually found a workaround for that and planted trees on cliff edges this way. Ooh! Saw a reel recently about it. I think I've seen something about it as well, but yeah, it involves like certain... Not exploits isn't the word I'm looking for, but like sort of manipulating the landscaping in a certain way to kind of to get it to allow you to do it. Otherwise it's like, no, you can't put that there. But that's really interesting. I need to go looking for that. Maybe that's what Maple did here. It must be what Maple did. Okay, I'm on step 8, but step 8 has like 5 different sub-steps, so let's make our way through. Now, I realize in doing this is not a complicated build by any stretch of the imagination. Oh yeah, this feels like an illegal build. Like, it really does. How do you fit? Okay, you go kind of diagonally. As you can see, there's like roots that are literally sticking out the side of the edge of this little elevated landmass. That feels a little bit cheaty, but you know what? She has an aesthetic vision, and I have no choice but to support my beautiful Maple. Rex says Maple does have a rebellious hacker look in their eyes. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, Maple looks like someone who is willing to bend the rules of Animal Crossing physics in the name of the coziest aesthetic possible, right? Like, you know this. Maple's Instagram account is gorgeous. Like, aspirationally beautiful. Most of the time Maple is curled up wearing one of those, what are those, you know, those like giant fleece sweatshirts that you can kind of just fold your entire body into? Like, Maple's wearing one of them, and looking amazing, I might add. But okay, we're gonna have some leftovers when this build is done, and I'm gonna need to figure out how to manipulate the build to incorporate them. I think it's doable. I do think it's doable, but it might take a little bit of exclamation mark Maple IG, says Aoife. If I knew what Maple's Instagram handle was, I would absolutely give her a shout out. Because I bet it's just absolutely the most inspirational. I actually saw, speaking of inspiration, I saw a soap company today based here in the UK who... We have a tree, everybody. Oh my goodness, we have a little tree! I saw a soap company here in the UK. I've already forgotten what the name is, but it'll be in my tab somewhere. But they made the most incredible, like, adorable designs, like, with, like just full illustrations in the shape of a soap bar. Most of the, like, fancy soaps that I've seen in my time have just been, for the most part, like, you know, a swirl of purple, or, you know, like, just some interesting colors, or you've put some, you know, little, like, shapes on top of it, kind of thing. This was just full, like, this is a soap, and the soap itself is like an illustration of a little English cottage. And I'm like, how? What is this wizardry? Oh, I think I remember what their name is. I remember what their name is, and I need you to see. This is not in any way sponsored by this account. I just think that what they do looks really freaking cool, and I want to see if I can find you a really good example of it. Why does the Xbox keep trying to get me to sign in? I don't want to sign in right now. I'm not playing an Xbox game. I'm showing my Twitch chat. A really cute soap. Like, please leave me alone. Okay, let me see if I can find you one of the really, like, crazy ones. Okay, here's, yeah, like, literally, I don't know if this is just, like, extremely normal. I don't know. First of all, this is my Instagram account, because it has to go to my Instagram account first. Otherwise, I can't figure out how else to get it to, like, look at a website. But anyways, here's my Instagram account. I posted that painting of Terry the other day. I hope you like it. Terry loves you. Anyways, y'all, how is that a bar of soap? It's so detailed. They have a YouTube channel, so I kind of want to see if I can watch one of their videos where they make something like this, because I genuinely, like, how? How is that a bar of soap? I just think that they look really, really cute. That's all. That's all I wanted to show you, because I saw that earlier today and I was like, damn, that's really neat. I don't know. They do have a shop. I am tempted to buy one just to own one, because they're little works of art, and I think that's really, really cute. But they're called I Dream in Soap. If anyone is like, ooh, I want soap, but again, not sponsored. But yeah, they're a small business. I don't know. Check them out. Anyways, need to show it to my sister. She is making soaps. Ooh, Aoife, that's awesome. I want to get into making soap, but I don't want to end up with, like, dozens and dozens of soaps, because there's no way I'm gonna need that many soaps. I can only wash so many times, you know? Okay, I'm trying to find ways of using up my, like, supplementary. Okay, I've popped just a little sprouting plant here. We've already got an illegal tree hanging off the edge of this landmass, which is not something that we would normally see in the game. So I'm gonna pop maybe another flower over here. Just, you know, if they're gonna give me extras, I'm gonna get creative, right? I'm gonna pop another flower there. Okay. And I think we can give Maple back her where shall I put her? No, I'll keep her here for now. We can give her back her, and indeed, you know, okay, in the photo, I just want to point out that Maple is indeed left-handed, so love that for us. Southpaw siblings gotta stick together. Anywho. Ah! No! Maple! Are you okay? Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I kissed it better. She's alright. Oh goodness, I hope she isn't too traumatized from having to interact with me. Sometimes I worry about my villagers. Because, you know, I'm me. If she's holding it that way, then you can't see the jumper, but if... Okay, there. I think that's a pretty good... I think that's a pretty I think this is a really... It's a tiny little build, and it's already done. We're not even an hour into stream. But you know what? I'm pretty happy with the way that this build has turned out. I think it's really cute, so there. And I hope that you like it. This is Maple's pumpkin something. Maple's pumpkin the name of it is not on the instructions. Helpful. I think it's just Maple's Pumpkin Garden. Maple's Pumpkin Garden. This is Maple's Pumpkin Garden. From the Animal Crossing Lego set. I can't remember. This was like a special poly bag that they did. I don't know whether or not it's still available. My moderator slash spouse got it for me, and I love it a lot. It's really cute. Though I am tempted to, just so we can kind of see everything better, just actually put the watering can down there. Just so you can see all of the things. I really like the additional little bits of foliage that I just used up the extras and added some little planties in here and there. I don't know. It's cute. That's not the whole stream. I do actually have other things we can do. Don't worry. But yeah, what if I just stand it? I don't need a lot of space for the print, because it's literally this size, so this can just hang out here on screen while I work on a little sketch for the carving, which hopefully won't take us too long either, because try to keep things relatively simple when I'm carving on a piece this size, because as you can see, this is my palm. It's like the size of my palm. This is not a big, and my hands aren't particularly large. This is not a big, these are not big prints. Here is an A6, like, postcard-sized piece of paper. And here is, flip. Here's the print block. I don't do these very often. If I did, like, a larger print size, I'd be able to put more details into them, but, so there it is relative to an A6 size piece of paper. And I could fit 2 of them on here, so, yeah. This is smaller than an A7. It's tittle. I can hear my sister already explaining to me how she doesn't have this kind of time, says Eva. I had thought about doing, okay, so I have plans for soap, because I'm going to be, hopefully, if I'm not feeling horrifically unwell tomorrow, and I can feel, you know when, like, you know it's coming, like, you know you're gonna feel bad, I'm on my way to feeling bad. Oh, and I have a flu jab appointment for Saturday morning, so that might wipe me out for parts of the weekend. Though, that being said, I'm very grateful I was able to get a flu jab appointment. Incredibly grateful. And I highly encourage anyone who is able to do so and has not done so to do that. Because in the interest of not just your own health, but also public health, it's good to get the jabs that you can for the kinds of things that go around. It really helps. It helps you, and it helps people in your community who may well be more vulnerable to getting sick and having a bad time than you are. And also, you never know. So, yeah. Be safe, everybody. Get vaccinated against the things that you can, if you can. Vaccines are good. We're glad they exist. Anyways. What was my point? Oh, yeah. I had a whole bunch of stuff planned that I wanted to do, like, tomorrow and this weekend, and I feel a little bit not great today, and I expect I'll probably feel a little bit not great again tomorrow. And then, I also, I have the flu jab on Saturday morning, so I expect that'll take me out as well. But I'm glad I'm getting one. Just FYI, everybody, in about 2.5 minutes, there is... apparently, everybody, in about 2.5 minutes. Oh no, there is an echo. There is apparently a break coming up in about 2.5 minutes. Well, 2 minutes now. And annoyingly, I did have to look on my stream manager to see that there was an upcoming break. Annoying. Twitch, fix that, because I might have not known about it otherwise. I'm keeping a really close eye on it because of that. And to be honest, I'll probably just switch it off altogether on game streams, just so it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'm feeling a little bit about it. Anyways, but yeah, what was I saying? What was my point? And I did have one. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna preload my print carvy-do. And then when we come back from BRB, because I'm going to run a quick break in just a second, we can do the sketchy-do. And perchance also a petite giveaway. So please don't leave just because there's a break. Grab yourself a drink, have a snack, have a stretch, do all of those things. And I'll be back very shortly to make a start on all this silly stuff. But most importantly... I will be giving away something from my shop to one lucky follower. Hooray! And I'm very excited about that, and I hope that y'all like it. Okay, I have placed my carving implement in the thing. I'm gonna put up the BRB screen, and I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm gonna go make myself another beverage because I can't drink my coffee from earlier. So see you very shortly. Okay, hello friends, I'm back. Thank you so much for not leaving. Again, this is a new BRB schedule situation. Sorry that took me a minute. I made myself a pumpkin spice matcha because why? Because it's my 1,000 follower celebration week, and I want to have a pumpkin spice matcha because I had to discard my coffee earlier because a fly landed in it. Damn it. But hi, hello everybody. I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, and thank you for sticking around. I will try and make the next break a little bit shorter, but it is wonderful to be back. And Tals, hello, welcome in, welcome, welcome, hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna do a little bit of vamping in the background here before we get started on that sketchy do, because I want to make sure that this is working correctly. No, leave me alone. My Xbox tries to keep reloading. I do not want my Xbox to be loading. Okay, I have attempted to set up a giveaway, but it's not letting me customize a lot of things. So I can't figure out how to let me change the change like things like the words that you use to enter. Oh, okay. Maybe I can do it here. Actually, I think that's good. All right, friends. I'm going to run a giveaway. I hope that's okay. Because why? Because it's my 1,000 follower stream celebration streams, and this is one of them. So, hey Sammy Ann, welcome in. How's it going? You're here just in time to celebrate having 1,000 followers on this platform for some reason. I have decided to run a little giveaway for an item from my shop. You can see. Oh, no, please let me type in the thing. From my shop, which is linked there in case you're curious as to what kind of gubbins you might get. There's prints, there's stickers, pins, bookmarks. I love the bookmarks. I'm very excited about bookmarks. I've been planning some more bookmarks for a later release. Bookmarks are fun. Having a really great time. And yeah, let me actually start the giveaway. Hopefully this will work. I've set the timer for the next 20 minutes. So it has begun. The countdown is happening. Supposedly. I hope. How do I look at it? I don't know. This website is confusing, but hopefully, at the very least, there is there? Yeah, okay, there we go. The giveaway has begun. Again, conditions for the giveaway. You must be over 18. You must be following me. If you're following me, you should be over 18 anyways. You must be willing to give me an address to send the item to. You can send me a DM, about that. Data protection stuff. I will not hold on to your personal information for longer than I need to use it for the purposes that you have allowed me to use it for. Thank you very much, all of y'all, for being amazing. And, yes. But yeah, exclamation mark hell yeah to enter the giveaway. And, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'll try and periodically remind you that that's a thing. But yeah. Yemeth! Hello, welcome in. Thank you very much for the congrats. Not much on Twitch these days, he says, but dropping by to give best wishes. Aw, thank you so much, Yemeth. I really appreciate it. It was lovely to see you as well. Thank you for the congrats as well, Sammy, and appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And thank you to everyone who has entered so far. I wish you all the very, very best of luck. And I hope I can figure out how to finish the giveaway when the giveaway's finished. It's, if memory serves, it's fairly straightforward, but I also can't see how to do it from here, so don't worry, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Yeah, anyways. Okay. Anywho, it does say that a giveaway started, but then it just says start giveaway on the thing. Why does it do that? I don't know. Anyways, I'm very confused because I'm a silly sausage. But yeah. Anyways, my light is doing some weird things. It's getting brighter, which it's not supposed to do. So if you'll all just give me a quick second to also sort that out. There we go. Okay, hopefully I've stabilized the light level. Like, the battery should be nice and juicy for the next little while. So like that shouldn't be a problem. But yes, anywho. Okay. I'm just having a little tooling around in the background just to make sure that I haven't done a giveaway since my birthday stream, so I need to make sure that I know I know how to do it. Okay. Are you here? There we go. Okay, I just had to navigate away from the screen and then return to the screen, and now we have a giveaway that I can see. Fantastic, and a timer ticking down. So that's really good. But yes, to anyone in chat who would like to enter, you have 16 minutes to do so. It is ! Hell yeah to enter. I thoroughly encourage anyone who would like to enter, because you can get some cool stuff. If you don't want any cool stuff, that's also okay too. I'm just happy you're here. But in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can just rough out a sketch of what I'd like to carve. And then we can figure out how to carve it. I mean, I know how to carve, but because I've done it before. It is, if you've never done this as a medium, it is very, very, very fun. Cool stuff does sound pretty neat, says Aoife. Hell yeah. At least I hope so. I wouldn't make it if I didn't think it was neat. When I decided on the design that I wanted to do for this, it actually occurred to me that it would look really freaking cool if I had, like, gold ink to kind of embellish it with and do, like, a two-colored print, but I don't. So I think what I will do instead is to if I decide that it wants a bit of, like, gold to make it look illuminated and fun, what I might end up doing actually is just to, like, hand embellish with some of my gold Gansai paint that I've got in the studio when the print is, like, dry, because I just think that would look really cool. But at the moment, I don't really have the means with which to do so. So I would love to have just sort of the pencil does not want to show up very dark on here. But I just want to have a nice sort of little rocky outcrop that this lighthouse is situated upon. And I'll probably do a little border around the edge as well, which I like to do. So let me just pop that in. I am kind of improvising here. So, oh no! It snapped! Heck, it snapped. Everything's fine. How did that happen? Okay. There we go. Lots of nice different pieces of this landscape to add interesting textures to and the like, which is always ever so much fun. And also, I'm giving myself quite a lot of sky that I'm going to need to carve out. Oh no. Heck. Because remember, one thing to remember when you are carving these things, all of the bits that you carve out are the bits that are going to be the color of the paper underneath, because those are the bits that don't get printed. Sometimes it's easy to forget that. Because those seem pretty light in color for starters. The sketch is going to be really hard for y'all to see, just because, to be honest, this pencil doesn't really show up very much on the block at all. So I will try and mosey fairly quickly into the territory of actually like carving it so that we don't have too much waiting time. Oh, by the way, for anyone who's just come in, this is what we built in the first like chunk of stream. It's Maple from Animal Crossing and her pumpkin garden. Here's a nice isometric view of it. I loved building this. It was very fast, but also very, very, very cute. And like, look at this face. This is the face of an absolute ray of sunshine, if you ever did see one, and I love her so much. If Maple ever comes visiting my Animal Crossing island, I would totally invite her to live there. I don't have any spaces available, but I don't know. Can I have an 11th villager? Anyways, maybe I'll build her a holiday home on my happy home designer thing, because I have that too. Even though I am notoriously terrible at building happy home paradise designer properties, like notoriously bad. It's fun. I find it fun, but okay, actually, if I put it there, this is going to be an incredibly narrow lighthouse, and I want the lighthouse to take up a reasonable amount of space. Oh, also, trying to erase one's pencil lines on one of these, like, soft-cut linoleum blocks is a real massive pain in the backside. Okay. So maybe if I put it here, and then here. Yeah, that's more kind of the shape I'm after, I think. That's good. Because I do want it to, like I said, take up a reasonable amount of space. I think if we kind of go like that, because I think I do want a little bit of space just above it as well. I'm having thinky thoughts. Neko, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? It is lovely to see you, and welcome on in. I'm just thinking out loud on how to put together this little lighthouse situation that I'm building onto my print block. And I'm just drawing it in as one would any such things. And then I'll have to figure out how to actually translate that into how that looks as a block print, which at the moment I don't know yet is the answer. Maybe let's just pop a little door right down in front. I don't know why my sometimes the nature of this material really wants to like guide your pencil in weird ways as well. Like the line just wanted to go slightly upwards instead of going across, and I had to like really fight with it to get the line to go in the direction I wanted it to. Ooh, also I want to give this if I made this a lighthouse with stripes, would that not be super fun? Oh yeah, that would be super fun. Okay, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna make it, if I can actually manage to draw a straight line in this material, which it really does not want to. Oh my goodness, it does not want to be a straight line, but I am trying my best. Okay, that's right above the door, that's fine. Okay, so it's got stripes now. This looks so freaking scruffy. But the sketches for such things always look real freaking scruffy. And to be honest, the print also looks real freaking scruffy. That's kind of the, it's a feature, not a bug, I think. I actually, one of the things I like about doing lino prints like this is I want the finished product to look like it was made out of the material that I used to make it. There are some amazing printmakers out there who make things that you would not be able to guess what medium that they used because they're so smooth and seamless and looks like it could be some kind of a painting. And I really love and admire those pieces, but they're not what I want to do, because if I wanted to make something that looked like a painting, I would just paint it. So I want to do something differently. There is 8 minutes left in the giveaway, by the way. If you want to press exclamation mark hell yeah in the chat if you would like to enter, please, please, please feel free to do so. You will win something in my shop. You've got to be following this account. You must be over 18, which you should be if you're following the account anyways. And if you have to be willing to provide a postal address in the event that you do win, so that I can send you your gift. But that will be closing in about 7 minutes. So if you would like to, please be my guest. Please do so. I would love for one of y'all to win something cool. Anywho, apologies. And on that note, I missed a hydrate from Perrin like 5 hours ago. Perrin, thank you very much for the lurk. I hope you're having a lovely lurk. Sorry I missed that earlier. I think my brain was on backwards. And I meant to read it out and then I didn't. I'm so sorry. I very much appreciate that you are lurking and hanging, and I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I'm also going to take a sip of my pumpkin spice matcha, which I made like 20 minutes ago and then forgot to have. So yeah, 1,000 followers, that's almost a year, says Sledge. Hey Sunshine, by the way, there's a giveaway going if you want to enter exclamation mark hell yeah in the chat, though it may be seen, it may be interpreted as rigged if my moderator slash spouse wins. So I mean, you can just have one of my artworks if you want, because we live in the same house and I've given you stickers before. So oh my god, that's yummy. What do I win? Something from the shop, Sledge. I love you, by the way. Hello. This is slightly different. So I got a slightly different oat milk because they have the shelf stable oat milk, and then they have the oat milk that lives in the refrigerated section. I got one of the refrigerated ones because it was on offer, and I can tell the difference. They're both delicious, but I can tell the difference. Or maybe it just tastes different because I didn't put enough matcha in it, I know. Anyways, no thanks, and Sledge, I want them out of the house. Aw, but that's my artwork, babe. No, I mean, we also have all of the originals at home as well. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to show y'all the art that I started on What's It Day. I finished it, and I made an entire another one, and I wanted to show you. So I'll be back in just a second, because I left it in the other room. Oh no! Oh heck, where is it? Okay. Okay, I have to show you this kind of weirdly. Waiting for Busta, will be home at some point soonish this Sledge. Yay! Can't wait to see you, darling. Have a lovely journey home. And for everyone else, so this is what we started. Sorry, Maple. This is what we started on Monday's stream and nearly finished. But there were just a couple little extra bits of detail that I had to do. This is, I really like bookmark-shaped designs, because I'm just finding it really fun making really long artworks. So, if you haven't been there, this is Nyhavn in Copenhagen, which is, if you Google search, or if you search engine Copenhagen, pretty much all of the, or at least many of the photos that come up as like representative photos will be of this street slash canal. It's very, very famous, very well known, and also just incredibly like aesthetic. And I just thought it'd be nice to start maybe doing some little artworks of like some of the iconic and also my personal favorite places, like areas of places I've been to. So I wanted to do this street just because I think it's I don't know, the opportunity to paint a whole boatload of little 17th and 18th century houses really appealed to me. This building in particular is quite famous. It currently houses like a brasserie sort of pub type restaurant that apparently is just okay, which is unsurprising because a lot of these on this strip are actually cafes. And a lot of them I would guess are probably a bit overrated because of the location. So it's kind of like, well, most of the people who come here are only going to come here once, so we don't really have to try, which I think is a crappy attitude, if I'm being perfectly honest. But you find that a lot in like tourist areas like this. If you want recommendations of places I've been to that are not as touristic that I have been to in Copenhagen, I can tell you there is a beautiful, absolutely lovely little restaurant. You do have to book because it doesn't have a lot of tables. And I loved it so much. Like, both of our meals were absolutely stunning. And it was not that expensive. I think it was one of those places where everything on the menu is the same price. So everything was, I think, around 200 krona, which is about 20 quid, which is really good for, like, a restaurant main. And it was nice. Like, the food was top quality. Really delicious. And, we had a lovely, and the atmosphere was really, really nice, but it wasn't it's not on any of like the best restaurants in the city lists or anything like that. So it's a little bit more chill, I guess, than that. But to be honest, I looked at a lot of the restaurants on like the best restaurants in the city menu, and I was like, oh, well, there aren't any things on this menu that I can eat. So that's out. And I just happened to find this place looking on Google Maps. And the restaurant is called Maple. You know, like Maple. It's really good. Anyways, if you want a good place to eat in Copenhagen, I really recommend Maple. So speaking of trees, so I made this piece, and then off stream yesterday, I needed to just kind of like de-stress for a bit before my partner got home after I got home. And I painted this, and I'm just going to, it's on the other side of the same piece of paper, but it is vertical, so it's really hard to display on stream. Okay, I think you can just about see the whole thing. Ta-da! Oh yes, how much longer is the giveaway running for? Okay, you've got like 30 seconds of my time to enter the giveaway, so if anybody wants to enter the giveaway, get in like now. Because there's 30 this counting down. The giveaway is about to close. Hell yeah! Exclamation mark hell yeah in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. I'm just gonna watch the time tick down. And hopefully, if you didn't have a chance to enter today, or if you want another chance again, I will run another giveaway on stream tomorrow when I will be playing some Hollow Knight, because that's a thing that people seem to enjoy me doing when I do game streams. So, yeah, the giveaway has closed. Thank you so much, everyone, for entering. And we're about to find out who's gonna win something from my shop. So, drum roll, please. Someone's about to win something from the shop. And that person is... Yay! Congratulations, Sammy Ann, for winning the giveaway. Congrats. Please do let me know what you would like from the shop. Send me a DM or something, and I will dispatch that to you. Congratulations, and thank you so much for entering. Thank you everyone for entering, and again, if you do want another chance to win something from my shop, I will be running another giveaway on tomorrow morning stream for the morning Hollow Knight crowd. Yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you, Sammy Ann. Congratulations on your win, and do let me know what you'd like. I will pop a link to my shop, just in case you want to have a little browse / peruse / what have you. In the meantime, this is the other art that I did on this piece of paper, because I can fit two bookmark-sized artworks onto one sheet of paper. So, you know, love that for me. Anyways, this is just a little woodland scene, because I can't stop myself from painting and drawing things that are significantly more tiny than I should really be trying to draw and paint. So I wanted to do like a nice sort of woodlandy, like deep forest situation, and then just have just a little contrasty red cardinal in the front here. So let me just attempt to bring this in and hope that I can get it to focus. Do you know how terrifying it was getting the tiny little bit of reflection in that cardinal's eye? Because let me tell you, that was hard work. Oh my goodness, that was hard work. That was just like me desperately. Whenever I try to get my hands not to shake, that's exactly when your hands shake. My hand was like this. It was just like rumbling, and I'm like, okay, I just need one minuscule dot of white ink. And it was perfect. And I'm so grateful. Anyways, I didn't go into this with like a sketch or any kind of plan. I just sort of put shades of green down, and just kept layering them on top of each other and at increasing levels of, like, intensity until I had what looked like a forest, and then I put a bird on it. Ta-da! Anyways, I was really happy with the way that one came out anyway, so, yeah, congratulations, me. So that was that. I guess I can start carving this out now. Surgical precision watercoloring, says Rex. I mean, genuinely, excuse me, that's what happens when I, oh, for crying out loud. That's what happens, it seems, when I, decide to watercolor these days. It's just like, how much more tiny can I make the details? I mean, just getting all of the little windows in on that Danish street was, frankly, hecking ridiculous. I'm just restarting my camera, the software that speaks to my camera. Because it decided to die, and I did not enjoy that. Okay, we should be back up and running. Let me just make sure that we are. Hello, Elgato, says Tals. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But we are back. Hello again. Hello. It is so very good to be back. And, yes. Oh, and excuse me. Goodness gracious. Alright. Continuing on. Shall I attempt to do a little bit of, actual carving? I think I shall. A couple of little introductory notes. If you've never carved anything before, some things to be aware of and some things I will try and be mindful of as we work. These carving tools are incredible. I know I go through these safety lessons every time I do one of these, but I do them like maybe twice a year, so I feel like it's worth going through a little bit of a safety chat before we begin. If you decide that you want to carve a block print and you've never done it before, please be aware. The tips that you use on your carving tool are incredibly sharp. Don't ask me how I know this. They are incredibly sharp, and they can be a little bit finicky, shall we say. So there are a few things that you gotta bear in mind when you decide you want to do some stuff with them. Namely, number one, if you are going to carve, make sure that you're carving onto an item that is on a surface that is a nice, secure, not too slippery surface. You're not picking it up in your hand and doing it like this. You're doing it on a surface that has a nice non-slip texture to it, first of all. Second of all, when you carve, you make sure that your little fingies are nowhere near the carving tool, nor are they anywhere near the direction that you are carving. Make sure that you are carving away from yourself and not towards yourself, especially any of your little digits. Don't ask me why I know. Lino blocks are harder than fingies, says Rex. Exactly. If this can cut through a lino block, it can stab you in the fingy tip, okay? And you do not want that to happen because it is an oof ouch and it can be a real pain in the backside or pain in the fingy, such as it is to heal. The other thing is be mindful of the amount of pressure that you are applying. If you find that you're having to push really, really, really hard, maybe you should be carve a slightly more shallow amount out at once, and then just go over it a second time if you need to get a deeper carve. Because also, sometimes if you're having to put too much pressure, like if you're having to put too much pressure onto the tool to move it forward, that's when it's more likely to skip, to skid, to sort of move in ways that you're not necessarily expecting. And that's when, especially when accidents can potentially happen. Not just to your tender human flesh, but also to the thing that you're carving. You might end up finding yourself, applying too much pressure, and then it kind of just veers off and carves through a section that you didn't want to be carved out. So, now that that's out of the way, I think we have a pretty good understanding of carving, block, print, doodah, safety. I'm going to pencil in something that I had wanted to put in here and then forgot to add. Namely, I want to have just some little, it is illuminated, glowy bits coming off of it. Like this. Because I think that would be cute. And I hope that that's... Hell yeah, I think that's cute. I think that's cute, having the little sort of just, hey, there's some glow kicking off of this thing. I think that'll be nice. And like I said, I might end up actually hand painting that little bit of glow in gold or something to make it look extra special when it's done. Right. Now that all that's out of the way, maybe I can actually carve. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, let's go. Now, as you can see, I'm using one of the, I'm using the tiniest carving tip that I have available to me, which creates pretty fine lines. I almost kind of wish that I had an even finer carving tool, if I'm being honest, but this one is as tiny as I have, and it does get the job done. But it does mean that sometimes, because I'm me and I like to make things that are tiny, I do kind of have to compromise on the absurd levels of detail that I would like to be able to put in something this small. But that's okay. It's fine. And again, my lines are wiggly and somewhat imprecise, and that's okay. Because I think that just gives... character to the whole piece. At least I hope it does. Either it gives character to the whole piece or it just makes it look janky and worse. I don't know. Take your pick, everybody. Oh no, now I have to decide what colors things want to be, which is, of course, the hardest part. Oh heck. I hadn't thought that far ahead. Okay, well, there are certain bits that I know I want to be, basically white, so I think I can probably just carve those bits out first. Do I want to have a sort of a hard outline around the entirety of the lighthouse? I kind of feel like that would be cute, actually. I do kind of feel like that would be cute. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. Okay, yeah. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna just zip along the edge, the inside edge here of where I've drawn in my pencil lines. Thusly. And then just zip just right along the outside of that as well. Ah, heck. Alright. Yeah, I think that works. Are my lines wiggly? Yes. Is that fine? Also yes. Okay. And a wiggle. Yay! Alright, so we've got a nice sort of little outliney bit to kind of really make the body of it stand out, essentially, which is great. And now I'm going to have to remove the bits that are white. So I think the bottom bit I want to be red, then white, then red, then white, if memory serves. I think that's how I want to do it. Yes? No. Yes? No. Yes? I think I actually wanted 5 stripes and I made 4 instead, so now I'm not sure what colors the things should be. Okay, red, white, red, white. There we go. Yes, we got there. Okay, that'll do. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Anyways, alright, so what I'll do next is, now obviously it's not going to be colored in red, so what I'll do is to kind of, rather than carving all of it out or carving none of it out, for the bits that I want to be, that would be like the red portion of the lighthouse, because I've got a little reference up here for a sort of prototypical lighthouse picture, which is semi-inspirational. So for that, I'm just adding in the door. There we go. Okay. And the door I will leave untouched because I want the door to just be like dark. What was I saying? Prototypical lighthouse. I don't know. My train of thought's gone. Oh no. I'm gonna take a sip of my beverage instead. Thank you, incidentally, for sitting through my safety lecture, and thank you to Maple for co-hosting the stream today. You're doing amazing. Does anybody know what personality type is Maple? I feel like she seems from what I can tell here that her personality type would be probably like the little freak personality. For anyone who doesn't know Animal Crossing, there are 6 like basic personality types. So there are the peppy villagers who are like little influencers. They're like pop. They're into pop music and magazines and that kind of thing. There are the smug villagers who are influencers but boys. Oh, for crying out loud! No, not again. We just went through this. Okay. Yeah, we have the smug villagers who are kind of influencers but like dudes. We have the snooty villagers who are fancy ladies, and the yay, we're back. Okay. The sporty villagers who are sporty. We have the sisterly villagers who are cool. I don't know. I have a sisterly villager who lives on my island, and her name is Paula, and she's my favorite. And oh, what am I missing? The lazy villagers who are stupid, in the most endearing way possible, and the normal type villagers, as they call them in game. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the normal villagers are actually all a bunch of little freaks, and I love them for that. They are such a bunch of just adorable weirdos, and they are my favorites. My best friend on Animal Crossing is a normal type villager named Lucy. She is a pig. She loves to sing. Oh, also the what are they? Cranky villagers who are actually old sweethearts. I have a cranky bull named Angus. He's so cute. His catchphrase is "Macmoo," and he very obviously has a crush on Lucy. It's really, really cute. Anyways, I have a smug frog called Henry, and he's like, oh, Henry, that's adorable. I love Henry already, and I've never met him. But I have a smug villager named Raymond. He is a cat, and his house is like an office. He's a little business boy. It's very cute. He also wears spectacles, and he's a very sweet guy. Maple is a normal personality being as well, says Sammy, and who is they're just so good. They're just so adorable. I love them. There was one time when Lucy ran up to me and she's like, "I really like the outfit that you're wearing. It reminds me of something in one of the she was reading a coffee shop alternative universe fan fiction. And she wouldn't tell me what the fandom was. But she was like, "You remind me of a character from the coffee shop fan fiction I was reading." Oh, it was such a good story. Thanks for reminding me of it. And I'm like, "Lucy, what was the fandom? What was the story? I need to know." What was the rating of this fan fiction, Lucy? Lily the frog is the sweetie, the same as Melba Melba lives on my person, Twitch user Sledge Callier's island. Melba is indeed a koala. She is very cute. And whenever I have met her, I have had to attempt to do her dialogue with an Australian accent. And it's gone great. Actually, he's got two Australian villagers, because he's also got Walt, the kangaroo, who is a grumpy old so-and-so. I think he eventually, there's no bed in Walt's house, and he was like, "This will not do. This man needs somewhere better to sleep." So he got him like a little camping cot, so at least he's got somewhere to sleep. Oh wow. Apparently Melba's Japanese name is Adelaide. Go figure. Which is someone else in English. Is there another Adelaide in Animal Crossing? Oh my god. It is weird to me that the villagers have different names in different languages. And it's not necessarily just that, like, oh, well, it's in Japanese, so they have a Japanese name, which they do in some cases, but in some cases it's just a different, like, if it was like a Western name, it's just a different Western name. I know that in Spanish, Lucy's name is Aurelia, which is a very different vibe to Lucy. And I'm not sure why they did that. It's super weird. My favorite villager, or one of my favorite villagers, is Hamlet, who is he's a little gay hamster, and he's just the loveliest little boy. And I know that his name in Japanese is Hamsuke, which I also think is really cute. But yeah. Oh, in New Leaf, Adelaide was a different normal koala villager. The plot thickens. What is going on? That's so weird. And Minami in Japanese. Oh, that's really cute too. That's really, really cute too. Oh my goodness. So much cute. But yeah, my moderator / spouse used to have an island that was comprised entirely of penguin villagers, which was very, very cute. I still, oh, well, now I'm sad because I miss Aurora. Aurora was one of his penguin villagers. All penguins except for Maddie the dog, for some reason, who was his best friend, which is really cute. Now he's got Flip, the monkey, Fuchsia, I think Fuchsia moved out. He's got Claudia, I think still. Julia, of course. Julia's not allowed to ever move away. If you're not familiar with Julia, she's another one of my favorite Animal Crossing characters, to the extent that I painted a little portrait of Julia. Hang on, let me find it, because I was divinely inspired one day off stream. I was just like, I really want to do a little portrait of Julia. I know it's not going to be as cute as, like, her in-game, like, character art, but, you know, damn it, I just love Julia. She's one of my favorites. So I painted Julia, and here she is. It's Julia! She's a peacock, and she's the best and the prettiest and delightful. I did slightly modify her dress so it looks even more like the trans pride flag than it already does in game. But yeah, she is delightful. Oh my god, apparently Lolly's name in Japanese, Lolly's a cat, right? Is Ramune, which again, really cute. I love that. Her German name is Feline, which completely removes the sweets connotation and just alludes to the fact that she's a cat, I guess, which accurate, but not the most exciting name. Okay. Why not? I guess. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna do some carving, cause why not? I'm trying to keep an eye on the time because at some point it should be giving me a warning as to whether or not ads are running, but I think we're a little bit early for that, but there should be at some point in the near future, and I want to make sure that I don't miss it. So anyways, so having had the new ad break situation for like half a stream, yeah, it's slightly annoying, but alright, I guess. I don't love it because they say that, like, oh, you can get a warning in chat to let you know that that ads are going to be running in X number of minutes, which is awesome because that's exactly what I need so that I can time my breaks. But that doesn't show up in my streaming software chat. That just shows up as like a little pop out in my like Twitch website stream manager, which I tend not to be continuously looking at because I only got the one monitor. And I kind of need to make sure that my software is running, most importantly. So, anyways, apologies for that. We are trying out something new, and we'll see how we get on with it. Anyways, that's not going to be for a couple of minutes, so don't you even worry about it. Right. I'm just going to start carving away the bits that I don't want to be colored in by paint and stuff. And again, you'll note I am trying to be very safe, carving away from my person and any of my digits, most importantly. Anywho. Okay. Alright, awesome sauce. Plap, plap, plap. Alright, we have our first area has been fully carved out, which is great. We'll have to do these bits that are just white don't need like a butt ton of texturing, which is great. But other areas farther along will. And so that's going to involve a little bit more thinky thought on my part, I suppose, to try and figure out how best to accommodate that and to to get, you know, a nice aesthetic for that, I suppose. Anyways, I hope everyone's had a good week so far. Hope your weeks have been okay. I hope that you're finding things in your week that bring you joy, finding things that you can do or just chill. Finding ways to look after yourselves, all that good stuff. Anyways, I had a very tired morning this morning. So I wasn't sure how high energy I was going to be this stream, but hey, you know what? I built an entire Lego set, and we had a very exciting giveaway. And so I'm feeling pretty okay about all of the things, all things considered, with that in mind. So yes, that's all good. Okay, now I'm gonna have to work around a little bit of this as well because I've put a window into this space, and I do not want to carve out the window because the window is going to want to get ink and stuff on it. So I should probably figure out where is the window and then just carve out the surrounding area first so I know where not to carve as I make my way around. Oh no, one of my little carvings got stuck in that little channel. No, come on, get out. Get out. I'm trying to keep as neat and tidy as possible as I go. Just because I think it'll make things easier when we're all done. Okay. So, just FYI, I've just seen an ad break will be running in about 3 minutes. I go on BRB when ads run. I wish I could have them not be a thing. That would be super nice. Also, for some reason, this time it didn't before, but this time the ad break notification is actually showing up on my streaming software, so that's really helpful. Thank you for catching up with that, Twitch, I guess. Plat. Okay. But yeah, I go on a BRB when ads run. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to not have ads at all. As we mentioned earlier, from anyone who's just come in, we're not allowed to not run ads on Twitch. So I try and do them in the most unobtrusive way possible. So I will be disappearing for a couple minutes to recharge, have a stretch, hydrate, do all of those things. And then we all come back together. So please take that as an opportunity for yourself to hydrate, stretch, you know, go use the loo if you need to, all that stuff. And I will be back when it's all done. Anyways. Excuse me. Okay, this bit is how do I smush in here? Okay. All right. There we go. That bit's a little bit tricky to kind of dive into to make sure we've got nice clean edges and stuff. Just zip along there. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So I think on that note, I'm going to pop on the BRB screen and we'll finish up this bit. Hopefully finish up this print, but if we don't finish up this print, at least we'll get a good way into the print before the end of the day. We will be back for a little bit when we are all done with the break. Enjoy the break on the meantime. Enjoy the BRB song and enjoy looking at me making myself a cup of tea. I'll be back very shortly. Okay, I'm back. Hi, everybody. Hello again. Hello. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Oh, no, there isn't. Hold up. Sorry. I hadn't turned the light back on. And I've got hiccups. Oh, no. Sorry. Hello. Let's try that again. Hi, everyone. I'm back. It's lovely to be back. And I hope that you had a nice break. Thank you for the welcome back, Tels. Thank you. Hope that you are... Hope that you had a good break. Hope it's okay that I'm back. It's nice to be back. Right. Shall I continue on with the carve? The terrifying carve. Okay. It's honestly, I actually find it honestly quite, soothing for the most part, carving. I do use... The carving material that I'm using is not the hardest one you can get. It is a slightly softer material, so it requires less pressure to get it to carve out, which is actually really nice. A little bit less pressure. Is that the door I hear? Why? I do believe it is. My moderator / spouse better be home, otherwise someone has just walked into my house. Oh good, it's him. Okay, yay. I'm gonna go quickly say hello to my person. I'll be back in just a second, chat. Oh, darling. Hello, sunshine. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Welcome home, sunshine. I love you. All right. Yay! My moderator / spouse is home, and that's nice. It's my favorite person. Anyways, not to gush too much, but you know, it's nice being married. It's gonna be our 10th anniversary in February, and I still don't know what we're gonna be doing. The thing is, we don't really have that much time. It's on like our anniversary's on like a Friday, so we could conceivably take a long weekend, I guess. But it's also in the middle of February, which isn't like a really good time for taking off extra time and like going away somewhere really. So we may end up doing something fairly close to home, I think. But I mean, we've been married for 10 years. I want to do something real special, you know? Maybe I'll bake us a heart-shaped Black Forest cake. That's what I made for our wedding. I put we have little Lego figures of ourselves, and so there was a little Lego figure of me in a little white dress, and a little Lego figure of my person in a little suit and tie. It sat on top of a heart-shaped cake that was literally 2 servings of cake. It was like that big, basically, because I happened to have a heart-shaped cake tin, and then I just made like several dozen butterfly cakes for the guests. Largely I made butterfly cakes instead of one massive cake because I knew it'd be a lot easier for me to transport in the back of my parents' in-laws' car to the burrito restaurant where we had our after-party lunch. Because our wedding was extremely normal. Anyways, enough about that. Okay, this lighthouse is beginning to have some texture. Now I see there's a bit of it here where I think the depth of the carving is not going to be enough, that you're definitely not going to end up printing some of that. So I want to go back in and just give some of that like a second pass, because you can. And that's I think important to know, especially for an area where you just want the area to be clear so that like nothing is printed there. It doesn't super matter if like your carving marks are aesthetic. It doesn't matter if the print block is aesthetic or not. What matters is what the print looks like when it's done. So I'm not super concerned about the block itself looking pretty. Hopefully, I mean, I think it looks kind of pretty, but it doesn't super matter if it doesn't look, you know, like gorgeous. And of course, as with all of these things, one of the most important things to do when you think you've finished carving it, you do a test print. And the test print will help you find bits where, if there are areas where, oh, you know, actually I want to make a change to this. This isn't showing up the way that I wanted it to, or something is showing up that I don't want to show up, that kind of thing. You know, you do a print, you find where you want to make changes, and then you make changes. They, you know, artists might not show you that on Instagram, but I promise everyone does it, damn it. Or at least these are the kinds of things that I tell myself to make me feel better about myself. Oh, jeez. Okay, anyways. Okay. I think weirdly the next bit that I'm gonna do might actually be these like little illuminations. And I'm just gonna kind of carve a chunk out for each of them. And hope that that looks good. I don't mind if it looks a little bit scruffy, because, I mean, it's light. I don't know. Light doesn't need to be a perfect rectangle, you know what I mean? So, yeah. We're okay with a little bit of scruff. Again, things that make the medium look like itself are, I think, really cool. And the kind of thing that I like to play with when I'm playing with this medium. I haven't done in so long, and man, I've missed it. It is really satisfying. If you've never carved anything, it is so satisfying to do. It really is. I do recommend it. Anywho, question for the chat: if you were an Animal Crossing villager, what sort of animal would you be, and what would your personality type be? I think I would be normal, and as for what animal I would be, what is the animal that people find like the least adoptable? Because that's probably what I'd be. I mean, generally I would think probably like a bear of some kind, but realistically, I don't know what's the apart from the kangaroos, because with the exception of the like male kangaroos, the lady kangaroos, and I mean I could be a male villager type. I don't care. There are no non-beanie villagers, which is apart from the player, I guess, which is there should be non-beanie villager types. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyways, I have no idea. I've never Animal Crossing, said Tals. Ah, this is an Animal Crossing game scene. This is Maple. She is a bear, and this is her pumpkin garden. And we built this earlier. But yes, there are 6 basic personality types. There's normal, aka little weirdos. There is snooty, who are like fancy ladies. There is peppy, who are like influencer type pop star ladies. There is smug, which are like, I don't know, fancy dudes. There is jock type, which is like sporty dudes. There's lazy, who are stupid in a very endearing way. There's sisterly, who are I don't know, fun weird ladies. You probably have ADHD. And cranky types, who are old sweethearts. And I can't remember if I'm missing any of them. Anyways, and there's a ton of different types of animals. But I think I would be one of the little weirdos. For sure. But I don't know what sort of animal I would be. Anyways, Neo, hi! Welcome in. Neo says, OMG, this PNG tuber is perfect for your stream. Oh, thank you so much. I made them myself. For it is I. This is me. And I look like that. So, there you go. Thank you so much. Gumby! Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? It is lovely to see you. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I am very happy to be here. I am infinitely grateful to y'all for there being 1,000 of you who are following this account somehow. I still don't understand how, but I'm really grateful. And, I thank you all for, that. It's nice. It's nice to be here, and it's very nice to get to hang out with y'all. It really is. Okay, what shall I do next? I can't decide how to do the texture for the, like, colored stripes of the building. It's Friday for me, says Gumby. Oh, damn! Happy Friday, then! Hell yeah! Love that for you. It's the loveliest day. Yay! Oh, we hit 1K. That's awesome. Thank you, Gumby. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I'm gonna take a little sip of my pumpkin spice oat milk matcha. I sound so fancy now. I sound like an influencer. Just imagine some chill lo-fi beats under this, and I'm going to tell you about what I eat in a day, and all of the foods are extremely aesthetic and fancy, and you can tell that I'm lying about what I eat in a day because it doesn't include the, like, I depressioned mealed a square of unsweetened baking chocolate because I was desperate and didn't have it in me to actually bother cooking, or the, you know what, tonight dinner is just, like, the rest of this bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. When people make those like what I eat in a day videos, it's never just like, oh man, I just want to eat Doritos. Today my food of choice is Doritos, and everyone has one of those days, and if you don't, I don't believe you. Oh no, that's so relatable, says Neo. I mean, to be fair, I did cook myself an actual food for my lunch, but it was also an instant noodles, so, Girl dinner every day, says Gumby. Hell yeah. I'm making fish and chips for Din-Dins. That's a real food. I might even steam some peas to go with it. Very kids menu. Yum yum. I was originally going to make myself something else for lunch, but I'd already started, like, boiling the water for the, like, noodles, and I was like, oh. I'd also already opened the bag of noodles, so I was like, oh. Well, I guess I'm eating this then. Oh no, a single instant noodle. No, that's not enough. You have to have an entire thing of them. It contains your week's recommended weekly allowance of sodium. I'm eating bread with cucumber and cabbage. That sounds delightful. I love all of those foods. Love that for you. Is it a sandwich, an open sandwich, or just like a snack with those ingredients? All of that sounds good. Anyways. I just remembered I've got Baby Bells in the fridge. I learned recently something very important to me that I'm very happy to know. And I'm passing on my knowledge to you because I feel like you should know it as well. That is Baby Bells. Baby Bells are lactose free. And that means that this little so-and-so can eat Baby Bells. How exciting is that? For me specifically, and anyone else out there who happens to have a lactose intolerance or insensitivity. You can eat Baby Bells. They won't give you tummy trouble. Yay! And also, you can take 1/2 of the little, like, wax casing from the Baby Bell and stick it on your nose and give yourself a little clown nose. Not that I do that every time I have a Baby Bell. I'm 40. Anyways, week's recommended daily intake per week. Yeah, I was trying to say that 1 packet of instant noodles has as much sodium as you probably need to eat in a week's time. That's what I was trying to say, and it went off the rails. Anyway, my specific weakness at the moment is the vegetable flavor Indomie noodles, specifically because the seasoning oil has this, like, I think it's the lemongrass in it, but it's just so nice. I hate that it's so nice because I don't think it's a particularly healthy thing to have. I try and have other things around it that are healthy, like, fruits and veggies. But, man, vegetable flavor Indomie, it costs 49p. And it's got, like, a lemongrass seasoning, which is really delightful, actually. Baby Bell's a type of cheese, says Gummy. We don't get that here. Oh, man, Baby Bell is a fun cheese, in part because it comes in single servings. And I'm looking up a picture of Baby Bell so I can show you what the deal is with not Babble, Baby Bell cheese. It is a type of cheese. I don't actually know where it's from. I'm not actually sure where it originates. It is definitely in some way, shape, or form a Northern European cheese. I'm sure of that. But let me just bring up a picture. This is the Wikipedia representative photo for Baby Bell cheese. And it looks a little bit like that. I like the way they've arranged it here such that you can see the way that it emerges from the so it comes. Hello Samuel, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. We are just explaining Baby Bell to folks who don't have Baby Bell in their locality. It is a type of cheese that comes in like single serve little rounds that are wrapped, that are contained within like a wax casing. So there's a little bit that you sort of peel off to like open the wax casing. And then and then you have a delicious cheese on the inside that is a perfect single serving of cheese. However, I do notice, and Neo mentions it in the chat as well, it looks like the wax is Pac-Man and the Baby Bell is a point. So I really do. I don't know whether they were just trying to illustrate the way that the like wax casing opens, to show you that like there's a cheese inside of it, or whether they were trying to arrange it so that it looks like that Pac-Man is about to eat this cheese. I don't know, but I think it's very cute. So, you know, I'm cool with it also. Anyways. Oh, beans. Oh, heck, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm going to try and do a little bit more carving. Because this is my thank you so much for being 1,000 of you stream, and I wanted to celebrate by streaming dangerously. And the best way I know how to stream dangerously, except maybe to do things that are likely to make the stream more likely to crash, like overburdening my computer with things that definitely shouldn't run on it, while streaming. Using just like the dodgiest internet possible. Getting super far out of my Wi-Fi's range during the stream. The other most dangerous thing I could think of was to do things that have a risk attached to them. What are you doing there? Is that wood? This is not wood. This is a linoleum. And I'm using it to carve. Actually, yeah, if you look at it at kind of this angle, you can better see what I've carved out so far because of the way that the light hits it. This is eventually going to be a little lighthouse scene. And I haven't done one of these block prints in quite a wee while. The last one I did, I wasn't 100% happy with the composition of it in the long run, so I feel like I want to kind of revisit that off stream and potentially fix it. Or just consider it a write-off, I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to do a little like lighthouse scene because I just find lighthouse landscape type situations so freaking cozy. So cozy. And so I wanted to, when I was trying to think of what I wanted to carve today, I decided that'd be good. Lighthouse OMG, says Dio, I love it. Thank you so much. I like it, says Samuel. Thank you both. Thank you, thank you. I've never actually done a wood carving. I don't know how it compares in terms of like difficulty level. I know that like the sort of end result aesthetically is definitely different. I would love to try that sometime, but it looks scarier and more dangerous even than this, which already has, as we went through in our safety demonstration, very seriously sharp object I am wielding here. You gotta be careful with it. Playing Hollow Knight Steel Soul, says Neo. I did beat Steel Soul, you know. Believe it or not, I have. And I will be playing Hollow Knight on stream tomorrow because people seem to like when I play Hollow Knight on Friday mornings, so I thought that felt like an appropriate thing to just also do for my celebratory stream. But I will be hosting another giveaway tomorrow morning for anyone who did not win today's. And congratulations again to our winner for today's giveaway, which happened a little earlier. Anyways, Nia wants to know about coffee. Hell yeah. Do you have any specific questions about coffee, or do you just want me to ramble? Because I can attempt to do either. Once again, there was something that I wanted to talk about coffee, and I completely forget what it was. So, oh beans. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Just ramble, Pulls, says Neo. Absolutely. Let me just quickly catch up with chat, and then I will let you know all about the coffee thing that I was thinking about. This is something I don't actually have an answer to, so hopefully it's interesting. Yay! Hollow Knight Mornings is dark. Hell yeah. I knew you'd approve, my friend. Lighthouses just remind me of Robert Eggers' movie these days. Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie yet, and I want to see that movie. It looks wacky. Was it good? Gumby, was it good? Gumby also says Hollow Knight Mornings are the best. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you approve too. Thank you, thank you. What I wanted to talk about with regard to coffee was coffee instructions, and specifically the mocha pot and how one makes a mocha pot of coffee. So if you're not familiar with the way that the mocha pot is set up, actually, I will draw you I will draw you a little diagram on the back of this watercolor pad so I can show you how a mocha pot works. Okay, so got my pencil here. So basically, if I can take apart the mocha pot here so you can see. You've got your base here, which has a little gasket here, which lets steam escape. Right? If you like Lighthouses, play Dredge. I have heard about Dredge. Is it scary though? I also heard it's scary. It's one of my favorite movies. Is gonna be, ooh, I needs to seize it. And then nestling inside, so inside your base, you have a second piece that like nests into it, which is your filter piece, and that contains your coffee grounds. So I will pop it out here so you can see what that looks like. So it's got a little spout that dips into the water and a little sort of edge on the top, which holds it in place, sort of nestling on the top of this. Dark is BRBing. Go for it. Cool. Have a lovely foodstuff. And then the grounds go in here. Okay. So you then have your top portion up here, which has on one side it has a spout, and on the other side it has the handle, which looks like that, and then it has a little lid on the top of that, which I've horribly mangled, but it has a little lid, and there's a little hinge here that holds the lid in place, so you can pop that open and close it to pour your beverage, etc., etc. It's also got some little, depending on the make and model of it. And just for the sake of being able to see what's happening on the inside of this, because there are things happening on the inside of this, there is also there is an additional filter here that is held in by a little like rubber sort of circle. And then up inside here is a little central spouty thing that the coffee comes up into and then pours out 2 holes on either side of it into the upper chamber, and that's how your coffee is made. Right. So, so you put your water in the bottom, you put your grounds into this little sort of mid piece, you pop that onto here, and then you take your top piece, screw it into place nice and tight, and then that whole thing goes on the stovetop. The water heats up. As the water heats up, it expands. It is propelled upwards through the little spout in the like the middle piece, therefore gets expressed through the coffee grounds and pushed up this little chamber and pours out into the top piece below, which is what you pour out of. Right? Okay. Hi, Mesh. Welcome in. I'm explaining how a mocha pot works because I am getting at something that I've been thinking about lately. And that is the general instructions for the mocha pot are to fill this area filled with coffee grounds, right? But what experience has now told me, so you want it to be filled up, but you don't tamp it down like you would an espresso. You just loosely like spoon coffee grounds into it, and it should be full. Experience now tells me, having used many and various different varietals of coffee within the same thing, that depending on the density of the coffee bean, there will be different weights of coffee that fill up the same space at the same grind size, because the coffee beans themselves are denser or less dense than each other. So, for instance, I tend to use about 24 grams to make 2 coffees out of one of these things. So it's about 12 grams of coffee per cup. But sometimes I grind 12 grams of coffee each per cup, so 20. Sometimes I grind 24 grams of coffee and find that it's a little bit short. And actually, if I want it to be full, I need to add more. Or I will grind 24 grams of coffee and find that actually it doesn't quite all want to fit in there and I have a little bit left over. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, should I be continuing to weigh my coffee for consistent results in my maca pot, or should I ignore that wisdom and just go with the conventional, just fill it up until the thingy is full instructions? I just don't know. I just don't know. I like the precision of, you know, dosing out my amounts of coffee by weight, but then it doesn't always seem to work for this because it wants you to use a certain amount by volume. It's not an issue when I'm making like a filter coffee or whatever, but here there's a finite amount of space here and it's supposed to be filled. So, it's doing my brain in at the moment because I think too hard about these things. Anyways, so there's your coffee talk. Sorry that got a little bit long-winded, and I don't have answers. If anyone has any strong thoughts or opinions on that, I would love to hear them because I just don't know. Anywho, let me catch up with chat because I feel like I missed some stuff. Alright, so, Yemeth says, Sen just got herself something to eat, a form of bread, which is literally called, Zela, aka soul in English. Ooh. Is it Hollow Knight bread? Neo says that the Lighthouse movie is moody, not scary. Ooh, I love it. Gumby got a new French press recently. I've been drinking percolated filter coffee for ages now, so immersion coffee is new to me. Ooh, I hope you're enjoying it. French press is nice. Dark is presumably still BRBing to get food. Love that for them. Thank you for the posture check mess. Stop shrimping, I know you are. How did you know? I mean, you were right, but... Oof, ouch. Neo says that the Lighthouse movie definitely picks up ocean horror topics, but, or is that the game? Oh, that's Dredge, sorry. The Dredge game. We're talking about two different scary Lighthouse things. Definitely picks up ocean horror topics, but, it's not built up to make you feel fear as you play it. Okay, because I'm not a big fan of, like, spooky, like, scary horror games. No, I don't like it. Samuel says, I like mocha cans because they make amazing coffee and take up almost no space. Absolutely. I think the engineering of them is so stinking cool. And I also really like the coffee that I make with it. And it's also the easiest way for my partner and I to both get coffee made at the same time because our other coffee implements that we regularly use make a single serving. But anyways. Yes. I love coffee talks as Gumby. As someone trying to explore types and ways of making coffee different from what I usually do. It's so fun, isn't it? I love all the different, like, brew methods and brew types and things that you can do. There's a lot of stuff that gets really granular in the world of espresso that I'm just not ever going to be ready to delve into because it's just too wacky. But I really enjoy it. I find it very cool to think about, and just generally very enjoyable. So yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and thank you for joining me on that little journey of coffee chat. And indeed, thank you for redeeming the coffee talk. Because that was fun. Gumby says, my French press does 2 servings easily, so I'm constantly trying to get someone in my family to drink a cup. I mean, you do know you could have 2. You could just have a second cup of it. It's probably going to be a bit, you know, the temperature's going to go down by the time you get your second serving, but you can still... If nobody else wants to, you can just drink 2 cups of coffee. Though, that being said, if it's caffeinated, that might not necessarily be wise if you are trying not to overdo it. Yeah. Caffeine levels and strength as an indicator of, as an indicator that is used to discuss coffee is something that I could get into quite a bit, but I won't do that today. Maybe next redeem I'll talk about the varying ways that we talk about strength when we talk about coffee. I'll take the leftover coffee, says Neo. Just mail it over. Yeah, just pour it into a Ziploc bag, put the Ziploc bag in an envelope, and just mail it to Neo. I'm sure there'll be no problems with that whatsoever. The postal service here's sloshing. You know, it bursts in transit and and all of the post shows up, you know, at its varying destinations, strangely brown. and smelling like freshly brewed coffee. I'm sure that's fine. Another posture check. Thank you, Samuel. You're right. I had re-shrimped. Thank you, thank you. Oh, ow! Ugh. Okay, I have lengthened my spine once more. It just wants to shrimp so badly. Caffeine makes coffee such a delicious but delicate balance. I agree. I probably shouldn't have caffeine, but also it's focus juice. And I love it. Ziploc Baggins of the Shire Baggins is so said. Yes, exactly. Oh my god, imagine if there was a hobbitses named Ziploc Baggins of the Shire. There's just all of the other characters have their usual names like Pippin and Sam, and then there's just Ziploc. I don't know why I find this so funny, but guess what? Next time I create a halfling character in D&D, I'm gonna name them Ziploc Baggins. So thank you. Dark says, yeah, especially in the morning, there's generally too much blood in my caffeine stream. It's a right pain. You should probably speak to a doctor and get that looked at. That doesn't sound safe. Oh, Sen says Yemeth came up with that and I had to share. Thank you, Yemeth. It's adorable. Ziploc Baggins of the Shire Bagginses. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay. Where did that little curl of linoleum go? Why is linoleum suddenly so difficult for me to say? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna carve out real simply. Gonna carve out this little like railing here. Hi, sunshine. No, thank you. I still have about a third of my lemongrass and ginger. I'll make one after stream, thank you. My moderator / spouse was asking if I wanted the kettle. Which is very kind. Alright, anyways. Coffee works wonderfully as a pretty workout for me, says Gumby. Hell yeah. It's just delicious. I just love it a lot. It is. And also, learning things about coffee and knowing things about coffee is incredibly fun for me. I find it really quite enjoyable. As like a learning experience. So there's a little outside balcony bit here with a little railing. The railing's actually quite tall relative to how tall the people in this lighthouse would be, but you know, you're never too tall when it comes to a railing. You want it to be safe. Pre-workout drink. Oh, I see. I mean, coffee can be very pretty as well, so I just didn't question the wording of that. I was like, yes, coffee is a very pretty beverage. I mean, I did get some beautiful latte art the other day that looked like a seahorse, and I thought that was real nice. So, you know, again, no questions, just agreement from me on that. Flip. Okay. Where are we? Oh, wow, this is looking like a pretty wiggity wonky little lighthouse if I ever did see one. But you know, hey, it is what it is. And if what it is kind of weird, that's fine. Yemen says at the ski camp from school, the teacher used to call me Lighthouse due to A, tallness, and B, a bright cap. That's adorable. Assuming that you liked that nickname. Regarding lighthouses in human size. Nice. One of the things I do find restricting about doing these, like, carving these block prints is that I have learned from experience that it is not a good idea to try and, like, draw tiny people into it because you just can't get enough detail in trying to do that. It's just gonna get real bad. So I've just elected to not try and put people in them because of that. Never mind. Oh well. Anyways, hey, many distractions, welcome on in. Hello. I do regret to inform you that we'll probably be finishing fairly soon, but it's nice to see you in the meantime. Hello. Okay, I want to pull out some of the bits where there is building between the railings. I don't know if this means that we're not going to be able to see the railings as well. But, I got to do's it, so I'm gonna to do's it. I think it'll be fine. Truly I do. I think that'll do. That'll do. Yay. We have the makings of a many distractions. Thank you for the honk. Honk. And thank you for the egg prompt as well. Did you know that a sunfish can release up to 300 million eggs when it spawns? That's a ton of eggs. That is so many eggs. I mean, I can tell you the eggs are incredibly tiny compared to the size of an adult sunfish, but still, that's still a lot of eggs. Anyways, I think on that note, I've just seen the time. I've got to go make some dinner, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I've had a really nice time. I'm sorry that the print isn't done, but I might finish this off stream, or we might finish it on Monday. I don't know yet. But thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying doing this. I think it's going to turn out really, really cute. I think I will do it on stream, because it's always nice getting to do the reveal with a live audience. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. And again, thank y'all for 1,000 of you following this account. Like, what? I'm still blown away by that. I'll be back tomorrow playing Hollow Knight, and we will be doing, hopefully some fun stuff, some silly stuff, and I'll do another giveaway as well, because I can, and it's fun. And thank you all for putting up with the new break schedule. It seems to be working okay, so I think I'll keep on doing that. And you know what? I'm gonna go raid a friend of mine who I haven't had a chance to raid in a while, because they're a really cool dude and a lot of fun. They're playing a video game right now that I don't know a lot about, but you'll be in good hands. Hopefully they're not just about to end. I don't think he's just about to end. Okay, awesome. Anyways, so yeah, it's time for y'all to go say hello to Kirby if you want to join us on the raid. I'm gonna pop a generic raid message in the chat. I think, what do you want? Just a little anana popping in. Why not? So if you have the emotes, feel free to grab the raid message with the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message. It's all good. I'll be back tomorrow morning playing some Hollow Knight and doing some more, thank you for there being 1,000 of you shenanigans. Just watch like 20 people just unfollow en masse, and I'm back down into the 900s, and this whole thing was just a sham, and I feel real bad about myself. But anyways, if you don't have the emotes, you can just say generic raid message or pen whatever cool emotes you do have. I will be back tomorrow morning, as I said. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And, goodbye also from Maple and her pumpkin garden. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you did too. Thank you for hanging out. And where's the thanks for watching screen? There it is. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you. And goodbye, goodbye.